event, best 2 out of 3 falls, 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, one of England's premier wrestlers at a weight of 251 pounds. First time Fort Worth welcome for Stephen Casey Jones. And from Atlanta, Georgia, 245 pounds, very capable opponent, returning to Fort Worth after too long an absence, Mr. Ebony. David Manning, your referee.
Boy, this Stephen Casey Jones turned out to be a great big guy. Boy, he must stand about, what would you say, Jim Lund, about 6'5", 6'6"? Maybe about 270 or 80 pounds, maybe more. A big guy. He's an Englishman who comes in here with great credentials. And I hear a rumor that he comes with a purpose. Into the ropes they go. Mr. Ebony, his opponent here. This is our television main event, best 2 of 3 falls, 30-minute time limit. Glenn Goes is here tonight, rider who haven't needed a champion. Be chatting with Glenn after a while. Over and down goes Ebony. By the way, that song will be sung at Texas Stadium by the official world-class chaplain, world-class championship wrestling's chaplain, Gary Holder. Part of the pageantry and excitement. May the 5th at the stadium. I want to give you the numbers right away for tickets by mail. I'll give those to you before we go off the air at the end of this fall. There's a drop kick. Boy, the big guy can get up, can he? So I'll give you those numbers for tickets for Visa and MasterCard before we're over with this first fall. From the full Nelson, he spins him around, brings him over. And boy, you take that Texas Stadium Parade of Champions card and add to it the fact that during the one-man gang Kerry Von Erich bout, Fritz Von Erich will be handcuffed to Gary Hart at ringside to make sure the bout is clean. If the one-man gang does defeat Kerry, then it's Fritz Von Erich in the ring with the gang, as per Gary Hart's desire. If the gang loses to Kerry Von Erich, then it's Fritz shaving Gary Hart's head for life. A repeat of the most degrading incident ever to Gary Hart. Leg scissors take Mr. Ebony over, and Stephen Casey Jones is on top early. Boy, Gary Hart was at a fever pitch tonight. His obvious emotions and feelings for Fritz Von Erich coming through uninhibited, unrestrained. And I think Fritz capitalized on an opportunity, and we'll have to see what happens. But as I say capitalize, don't for 1 minute sell Gary Hart or the one-man gang short. That is shaping up to be a wild situation. As Jim Lund points out, Fritz looked like he never retired. He was in great shape. Good color, good form, and he kicked that one-man gang out of the ring. Slapped that claw on Gary Hart. Boy, we have so much to look forward to. I'll be running down the complete card. I forget what the total number of bouts is, 8, 9, 10, something like that. Over the ropes they are. Ebony choking Stephen Casey Jones. Now, last week, for some reason, I guess I had my head in the clouds as usual. I kept calling it an elimination bout, and that is a fallacy, a mistake on my part. There's no elimination to it. It is a best 3 of 5 fall, 12-man tag team bout. Look at that uppercut drive to the chin. The winning team shares in $100,000. The winner of the individual deciding fall drives off in the beautiful new Lincoln Continental, courtesy of Guy Laney Lincoln Mercury in Denton. No infighting among the teams will be allowed, because if you do, you get sent to the back and stripped of anything that's won. Don't forget, later tonight you see Little John, 8 foot, 500 pounds. Ebony choking Stephen Casey Jones now. Let me make this point right now about the stadium. Main event in world-class championship wrestling is surrounded by the greatest television coverage of any wrestling promotion in the world. And you fans, I know, appreciate that. Look at Ebony choking it. But due to limitations of time and the fact that 2 rings will be on the floor, not all of the bouts will be able to be taped at the stadium. Look at Casey hit hard. Jones in the corner. We'll tape all that we can, but in order for you to see it all, you must be there in person as Casey comes off with a reverse splash. 2, 3, he's a winner.
In 4 minutes and 15 seconds, the winner of the first fall, Stephen Casey Jones.
All right, Casey Jones wins the first fall. Before we break, let me give you these two numbers. 273-1500 and 273-2000. Both of those are the numbers you can call to get stadium tickets with your Visa and MasterCard over the phone. 273-1500, 273-2000. From Will Rogers Coliseum in Fort Worth, you're watching Channel 11's Championship Sports.
Come on down to any part of town to Kissinger Auto Supply.
Kissinger specials of the week. Gulf Pride Single G Motor Oil, 30 weight, 79 cents, limit 7. Gulf Premium 10W40, 89 cents, limit 7. Motorcraft Spark Plug, standard or resistor, 89 cents, limit 2 sets. Gunk Engine Cleaner number EB1, $1.69.
It's a real money saver when you do the labor. Try Kissinger Auto Supply.
When you've got a business to run, you've got to watch every penny. And pick a partner you can count on. The 1985 Toyota Standard Bed truck has the power and the payload to handle the job. And all the toughness that's made Toyota the #1 selling small truck in America. Payload and power make the 5998 Toyota Standard Bed a partner that's worth every penny.
Oh, 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 what a feeling, Toyota.
I hate California. Hollywood! You know, the people out there actually name their children Moon Puppy. It's true. They have business meetings and swimming pools. Acres of tanned skin. Even their junk food's good for you. 12-car garages, pet cemeteries, 29-grain bread. I even hate what they drink.
You want another?
Yeah, sure. Oh, and vegetarian.
California cooler. One more reason to hate California. You microwave oven owners. Here I am, the new micro-freeze bag from the makers of Ziploc. I'm heat resistant and extra wide at the bottom to stand up for filling. And microwave cooking. See, no splatters, no dishes to wash. Just stack leftovers in your refrigerator or freezer. Microwave me, freeze me. I'm the new Ziploc micro-freeze bag.
Mark Lawrence back talking about the greatest card ever seen in professional wrestling. The second annual Texas Stadium Parade of Champions, a memorial to David Von Erich. Sunday afternoon, May the 5th, Texas Stadium, Irving, Texas, 3 p.m. The card is highlighted by Kevin Von Erich versus Ric Flair for the World Heavyweight Championship. Kerry won it last year. We'll be there to see if it's Kevin's turn in 1985. You'll see a 2-ring, 12-man tag team bout with a winning team to take $100,000 home. The individual winner of the deciding fall will drive off in the beautiful, sparkling new Lincoln Continental, courtesy of Guy Laney Lincoln Mercury in Denton. You will see in this 3 of 5 fall double ring bout, Chris Adams, Gino Hernandez, Steve Dr. Death Williams, Kamala the Ugandan Giant, the one-man gang, and Ric Flair. Against the 2 greatest 6-man teams ever, the Von Erichs and the Freebirds. Boy, what a bout. You will see the Midnight Express facing the Fantastics for the held-up American Tag Team title. Jim Coronet will be sitting right next to 8-foot, 500-pound Little John. There must be a winner. Also on this great card, it's the bout we've been waiting for between Kerry Von Erich and the one-man gang. And as per action earlier tonight, Fritz Von Erich will be handcuffed to Gary Hart. If Kerry wins, then Gary Hart's head will be shaved forever. If he doesn't win, then Fritz must go into the ring with the one-man gang. You'll see Terry Gordy versus Kamala, the Ugandan Giant. A special challenge bout has the crippler Rip Oliver against Mike Von Erich. You'll see many other great bouts, including Kelly Kinitzky and his brother Nick teaming against Scott Casey and Brian Adias, and much, much more. 8 or 10 bouts in all. Get your tickets now as we go back to the ring. a great spring. Look at the cartwheel. And this Englishman obviously is impressive. But Ebony now takes advantage of the distraction and takes it in the corner. Look out. Slams that head in the turnbuckle. Down he goes with the elbow. It's been such a beautiful spring. We've had a lot of beautiful cool days. Some rain this year to keep everything green and nice. And I know it's going to be a fabulous afternoon at the stadium. And if by chance a shower does move over, it doesn't bother you fans because the stadium is covered. Only the wrestlers get wet and the wrestling goes on. So don't let that deter you from anything. And with the Weather Bureau predicting below normal temperatures for the entire month of May, I think we're going to capitalize on a comfortable afternoon there in the stadium. Stephen Casey Jones stretching Ebony out, pulling on the iron, pushing away with the feet. And Jones takes him down. Stephen Casey Jones from England. I wonder how Chris Adams is going to feel about having another Englishman in. There we're going to be seeing a great bout coming up between Freebird Michael Hayes and Chris Adams. We've got the tape where you get to see for yourself this Little John, nearly 8 feet tall, nearly 500 pounds. Some more stars to talk to. And is Stephen Casey Jones going to take the mask off or what? Next week on our show, you folks in Bonham, Cayuga, Maybank, Broken Bow, Oklahoma will be ready for excitement as Ebony knees Stephen Casey Jones. It's great to see Fritz tonight. Look at that kick. Fritz just last Thursday was back at Jewett, his home, where he was born and raised. Participated there in a nice civic organizations event. Look at Stephen Casey Jones. Involved there with a guy by the name of Jack Young. Fritz helped with a cake auction there to raise money.
Come on, Ebony.
For the Jewett Area Community Center. Had a big cake auction, and one guy, believe it or not, paid $1,000 for a cake in order to raise money for that. And everyone in that area, was great to see Fritz back in his hometown where he was born and raised. Jack Young and Jewett, Texas. JEW, Jewett. Ebony with Stephen Casey Jones across the rope. Jack Young, by the way, is a good friend of the Von Erickson electrical contractor in the Jewett area. In the far ropes, ducks under the elbow, back, Ebony, and drop kick down. What are we going to have here? Is they going to slam him or spin him? He very slowly winds up, puts him in an airplane spin. And he falls back with a reverse power slam. What an impressive move by Stephen Casey Jones. Check it out, 1, 2, 3.
And the winner in 2 straight falls, Mr. Stephen Casey Jones, the winner.
A reverse backwards power slam. My goodness. Stay with us. Chris Adams and Michael Hayes are next bout since Stephen Casey Jones has won the TV main.